Next here tonight, a retired pilot has now become a whistleblower in the airline industry after he says the job he loved made him sick. I-Team investigator Adam Walser recently spoke with him about a new documentary film which he hopes will lead to changes.
It all comes down to money. The aerospace industry can do anything if it wants to. They know they can get away with it.
It needs to be done.
Imagine if the public were aware that they were being exposed to this.
The new documentary, Everybody Flies, plays out like a Hollywood thriller.
We're not trying to sensationalize it. We're trying to say we have a design flaw. We need to fix it.
Former pilot Tristan Lorraine made the film.
I was ill health retired at the peak of my career. I was only 44. I went from doing the Ironman triathlon to unable to run a mile. So, absolutely knocked the life out of me.
Lorraine believes long-term exposure to toxic fumes led to his health problems.
And I used to get chemical blister burns on my nose, and then I lost feeling in my fingers and in part of my feet. And I felt after these events that somebody had hit me across the head with a baseball bat.
Lorraine has been investigating what caused his health concerns since 2001.
Every passenger aircraft flying today provides the air that you breathe, whether you're in first class or in economy, from the compression section of the engine.
The breathing air gets sucked in through the engines and is totally unfiltered. This air, also known as bleed air, gets contaminated with engine oils and hydraulic fluids. And what's worse, this is happening in varying degree on all flights.
Lorraine says the oil particles are so tiny they penetrate current air cabin filters. And he says passengers don't notice anything until contamination rises to a high level.
What's the nature of the emergency?
We have toxic fumes, toxic gas type fumes.
The FAA database, which tracks problems on U.S. commercial flights, listed 244 fume incidents last year, when passenger volume was less than half its normal level. In the reports, captains described the fumes as strong, foul, oily, musty odor, a vomit-like smell, and a dirty sock, musty chemical smell.
Will this exposure affect you? Who knows? Maybe not. Probably not. But what about the vulnerable passenger? Do we want to be taking a risk with a pregnant mother?
Lorraine is proposing improved filtration systems and sensors on commercial aircraft, a proposal he says has the backing of several pilot and airline employee unions. But Airlines for America, a trade group for the airline industry, said in an emailed statement, modern aircraft have highly effective environmental control systems that filter air as it is circulated throughout the aircraft cabin, pointing out multiple studies conclude cabin air meets or exceeds health and safety standards. Lorraine says airlines and aircraft manufacturers aren't telling the whole story.
The passengers are in the dark on this. And we hope by making the films that the public will say to the airlines, look, I'll pay another quarter on my airline ticket, but fit a filtration system, please.
The documentary was supposed to be released last year, but was delayed due to the pandemic. Lorraine is also organizing an international online aircraft cabin air quality conference, which kicks off March 15th. For more information about the film or the conference, go to abcactionnews.com. I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser, taking action for you.